Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing tonight? I hope you guys are doing okay today. Y'all know I've been chilling because I think this is like my third video. It's the first time I've had the opportunity to chill in a long time, and I am enjoying it. Chilling out with my family and letting my mama stuff me with all kinds of bad stuff. Who is out here tonight? Let's see. Natural Born Queen. I see Miss Jacqueline, she's a member. I see Jean Pickett, Chocolate City, Jeff Lee. Who else is on here? And make sure as y'all come into the room, please hit the like button. I see Chocolate City. Who else is in here? I want to give everybody the opportunity. I see Alvarez. Did I say Jacqueline Williams? I think I did. Miss Barbara is a member. Um, who else? Y'all, please hit the like button as y'all come into the room. Where's my phone at? I want to pull some of this stuff up. Okay, I got it. Who else is in here? I see Gregory Finley and I see Miss Michelle. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come into the room. And I got to make sure y'all hitting the like button. Let me see. We got two different topics tonight. Um, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. We're gonna talk about Honeykomb Brazy, and he's upset with Finesse 2TYMES. And then we're gonna I know Remy done start. I'm tired of Remy. She done start. She didn't start up until I got on here. She over here too, child. Y'all gonna hear my mama fussing at her, telling her to be quiet in a minute. And and we're gonna talk about Young Dolph, getting justice, and is the Memphis Police Department on top of his case, okay? Um But y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. I'm trying to give some more people the opportunity to come in, but y'all know we just gonna go on and start anyways. I told y'all, my mama, y'all hear my mama fussing because Remy barking. My mama got it, y'all. See, she be quiet. She got quiet. Hey, Joy Loves God. I don't know if I said hello to Natural Born Queen. Okay, you guys, I want to start with Honeykomb Brazy. Honeykomb Brazy and Finesse 2TYMES. I wouldn't say that they're into it, but Honeykomb Brazy is definitely feeling a certain way. Okay. Um, he feels that, he feels a certain way about Finesse 2TYMES signing with um he feels a certain way about Finesse 2TYMES signing with Moneybag Yo. Everybody knows that, y'all know we've been talking about that Moneybag Yo and Finesse 2TYMES have fallen out for a while, right? And Finesse 2TYMES have been blazing, okay? And I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about that, okay? He had been blazing. Finesse 2TYMES, you can't take away his talent. You can't take away from that. He definitely has a talent, right? But Honeykomb Brazy says that, he kind of was greasing, kind of helped Finesse 2TYMES out while he was in jail. And hold on for a second, y'all. I want to be able to read this. I'm scared to pull some of these folks' stuff up because they will strike at you. So I have to read it. Okay, I want to read to y'all what Honeykomb Brazy posted. And Honeykomb is in jail. I was going to say somebody else may have posted it for him, but these folks have phones in jails. In the jail, child. They can do anything they want to do. They have more freedom than, hey, Miss Sherry. They have more freedom than the people on the outside. But Honeykomb says, when a person tell you so much flaw, SHIT, y'all know I can't cuss them here with my mama. When a person tell you so much flaw, shit, and give you every reason not to rock with a nigga, it hit different for real when you see them with them fresh out. But 100 though, that's who y'all listen to. I just want to hear. I'm trying to see, make sure I'm reading this right. I just want to hear a them rap about no squashing none no more, cause that's cap. Okay, so he's definitely feeling a certain way, you guys. I guess he's feeling like Finesse didn't keep it real. He says, I bet Young Boy and Frito ain't finna link up and do no song. Got D. Y'all rap niggas funny as HELL boy. I mean, he really in his feelings. Okay. So then he goes on to um post quite a bit of text that he and hold on, y'all. I'm gonna have to pull this up on my computer. I really want to pull it up on the computer. Hold on one second. So that I can and y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, okay? Hold on. Okay, here it is. Let me see. Okay. And I'm gonna read to y'all the messages. He says, since everybody's saying I'm on some more type of time, I'm just finna post me and these main messages. And when y'all see how real I kept it and what he was telling me, then y'all judge the situation 100. Okay. And so then he goes on to post the messages between him and Finesse 2 times. He was like, man, Honeykomb says, man, I want to ride with you so bad. I wish I was out. I'm sad as F until I talk to you, bruh. I'ma crash on one of these niggas play today. Hold on, I got to know what I'm reading. Shoot. Because I want to see what Finesse. Okay. And then Honeykomb goes on to say, F them niggas, bruh. All you need is me. And Finesse says, nah, we stuck, big bruh, if anything. When it comes to this real nigga S, them niggas yap, not tapping in with them niggas. Riding my wave. None of the S you done sent me more than anybody. Also, that's Finesse talking. Okay. So Finesse is the one that's saying this. He said, F them niggas, bruh. All you need is me. Finesse says, when it comes to this real nigga S, them niggas yap. I'm not tapping in with them niggas. Riding my way. None of that S you done sent me more than anybody. I want you to be with me. But if you choose to F with niggas, I'm not gonna disown you. But I don't want no business with them niggas if it ain't no money involved. Okay. And I'm sure y'all done seen. I'm reading the messages backwards. Okay. And I'm sure y'all done seen. Okay. Everybody done seen those messages, right? Because see, I they abbreviate the words and stuff you spell wrong. I hate to try to figure out because see, when I'm reading something, it has to make sense, right? What I should just play. Let me see something. Okay, so in the text messages, Honeykomb Brazy was showing that he had sent Finesse 2TYMES $1,000 when he was in jail and all of that. He helped him out. You know, he was there for him. And so, from what I could gather, he's claiming, well, it's in the messages. Finesse 2TYMES told him, although there was no name in the messages, but he was saying that he didn't rock with somebody. And I guess he's alluding to the fact, because he signed with Moneybag, that he was not messing with Moneybag, you know, they didn't need them and all of that. And from my understanding, and just, you know, because I was looking at some more vlogs, you know, and from their understanding too, I guess allegedly Finesse 2TYMES had, you know, was kind of had told Honeykomb Brazy don't mess with them. Okay. And so now Honeykomb Brazy is feeling a certain way, because Finesse 2TYMES get out and sign with them. You know, he don't think that it's real. You know, I don't know. I what I feel about it is that you know, I don't know. You know, I don't know. It Finesse 2TYMES is talented. As I've said before, I did not think, okay, that it was a good move for Finesse 2TYMES to sign with Moneybag Yo. Okay. And I've kind of, you know, went and looked at some of Finesse 2TYMES interviews, especially some of the recent ones. And even though, you know, from my analysis, and this is just my analysis from going and just looking at some of his interviews recently, okay, as far as Finesse 2TYMES is concerned, I listened to people very carefully. And what he was saying was, man, you know, where I come from, he said, where I come from, you know, I ain't never, you know, had this much or whatever. I could tell he was kind of in awe of whatever they had put before him. So, I mean, they really helped to line him up. I think more so a lot of people are disappointed because Finesse 2TYMES, he seems to be a very strong person. He seems to be strong in his stance when he talks, when he raps. And so I think so many people feel like Moneybag and them kind of set a trap for him, and they didn't necessarily think that he would fall into it so quick for some money. Because you know what I mean. I think that's what a lot of people are feeling. And since Honeykomb Brazy has what's his name, Honeykomb, yeah, Brazy has released those those text messages or whatever messages, emails or whatever, between he and Finesse 2TYMES, you know, people are definitely feeling a certain way at this point. You know, they're feeling a certain way because, you know, Finesse 2TYMES was saying, you know, don't mess with them. Now he didn't have Moneybag's name in the messages, but of course, Honeykomb Brazy don't have a reason. He knows who they was talking about. Finesse 2TYMES know who they was talking about. Honeykomb Brazy don't really have a reason, I don't guess, to be hating um on Finesse 2TYMES. Maybe he feels double crossed. I think that's what it is. But I said from the very start that I just did not think that this would be a good thing. I mean, he only been signed to Bread Gang for what, a day, you know, and you know all of this controversy is surrounding him, and it's not good for his brand, you know. And let's see, he turned down a feature with Bag for Finesse, but it's crazy. Okay, because Finesse 2TYMES was telling him, I didn't read all of it because I figured everybody done seen it. Because and then too, I can't understand. I don't like to read something when I can't really understand what the people are saying, because I have to look at it, stare at it to try to understand it myself, right? But rest in peace, Young Dolph is saying that he turned down a feature with Bag um for Finesse 2TYMES because Finesse 2TYMES, he says, was telling him, and then he got the messages. He got the messages of somebody. Finesse 2TYMES was telling him, oh Lord, they sending them in here. You know what? When I got on here tonight, and I'm not going to um stay on this long, but when I got on here tonight, I was talking to somebody. I said, watch and see. Let's check out how many trolls they start sending over here. Because certain people feel like they're the only ones that's supposed to talk about certain topics. Okay. Prentice Graham, I ain't never seen you before. Okay, and you didn't spell Prentice right. They need to teach you how to spell, and so we're gonna block you. I guess they already block you. Okay. Hakia, Prentice needs to be blocked. Okay, he was blocked. Okay, good. Okay, I'm glad you blocked him right. We understand you don't get that young dude talk. They was having in codes. Finesse said he not gonna respond though. Finesse made a post. Yeah. So Honeykomb Brazy is feeling a certain way. Okay. Hold on. And now my moderator blocked him, Cindy. My moderator blocked him. Okay. So Finesse 2TYMES is feeling a certain way. It's getting easier and easier for us to, well, we already know, but we all know who affiliated now, especially with some of these topics. When you start to talk about certain topics. Okay. But anyways, um he's feeling a certain way. Honeykomb Brazy is, and with Finesse 2TYMES, I can't, as far as Finesse 2TYMES talent, you know, you can't take away that the dude is talented. And I think the only issue that people was having, okay, the only issue that people was having, okay, was that Finesse 2TYMES was blazing on the chart, and they don't think that the situation with him and Moneybag is genuine. I could tell myself that Finesse 2TYMES is extremely excited. I'm sure they've given him more money than he has ever had his hands on. But I hate that Finesse 2TYMES did not believe more so in himself because the money was going to come. Now, I do hear other people say, well, if Finesse 2TYMES, Bag is a bigger artist. I did hear some people say that Finesse 2TYMES, even though he's talented and he was blazing, if he had kept button heads with Bag, Gotti and them was at some point going to start to blackball him. Okay. And he was, maybe that's what Jay Prince was there for, to mediate it, to let him see to the point where, either you go this way or be blackballed. I can't believe that. But it's a I don't know. I think it's a messed up thing. Me myself, Alabama Hilda says, Honeycomb is basically mad because he helped Finesse when he was locked, hooked from Jay Prince Jr., and now he locked. He feels forgotten. Finesse went against his own words about working with Bag. I mean, I can understand that. If he feels that that's what he did, I can understand that. I don't, if I ride with somebody, okay, if I ride with somebody and then I kind of don't mess with somebody because of somebody else, and then they turn around and I give up some opportunities, and then they turn around and deal with them. I mean, that's the same way that Dame Dash said Jay-Z did him. You know, there were certain people that he didn't mess with, and then he didn't do business with because of Jay-Z. And then later on, Jay-Z was, you know, meeting these same people for dinner and, you know, lunch and stuff, doing business deals with them. Okay. Rest in peace, Young Dolph says, yeah. Let's see. Don't start playing with T now. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, let's see. How you blocked him and you not a mod? I just blocked him. Let's see. If you click on their name, it'll let you block them, but it's only for you to not to see each other's comments. I know. I know. But that was a troll, I think. I think Moneybagg Yo and others didn't want him to be independent. They wanted their hands in his. They absolutely did not want him to be independent because Finesse 2TYMES is blazing. They didn't expect. They just. I hate to say it, but they really finesse, and somebody was saying that they started Jay Prince or somebody started reaching out to Finesse 2TYMES a year before he got out. And I'm hearing that Finesse 2TYMES, you know, on his Instagram, on his social medias, he had a lot of fans waiting for him. They was anticipating him getting out, and they was already supporting him. So I'm sure these Sharkey record heads saw that. That's the only reason why they reached out to him. Finesse said he had been in jail for 5 years. How come they weren't reaching out to him for the whole 5 years, helping him and taking care of him? Okay. But if they looking at his social media, he's got momentum. He's got people, you know, that are you know, he's got fans anticipating him getting out. Memphis already like him. You know what I mean? That Memphis is supporting him. He's gaining. He's got momentum. He's talking about the music that he's gonna put out. Of course, you know they want to snatch him up, and he get out, and he's blazing. I mean, you could put a cigarette to him and light it because he's blazing. So of course, if he's smoking hot and he gets out, you know, some people think that this was manufactured anyways, that maybe him and Moneybagg Yo had already swashed their beef, you know, and this was just kind of manufactured. They was fake beefing and all of that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe they was fake beefing at all. You know, I think, you know, when um um Finesse 2TYMES got out and he was talking about Moneybagg Yo kind of ganked his style. People started looking at that. They was able to connect that because I was like, well, wait a minute, Moneybagg's flow is. I can see that. You know, Jay-Z not to be trusted, period. I feel like Finesse want big features like with Lil Baby and people like that, but they so with Bag, not they gonna mess with Finesse. It's a lot why he signed. Who blocked Cindy? She is fam. Oh, okay. Okay, so she's not a troll. Okay, well, let me unblock her then. Okay, I thought she was a troll. Let me unblock Cindy. Hold on, let me go back. Let me see. I got to go in the thing and unblock her. I sure blocked her. I blocked her because I thought she was a troll. Because when she said I blocked him, I was like, she couldn't block him. That's somebody else that was sent. But let me unblock Cindy since you say she's not a troll. Hold on, y'all. Let me find Cindy. Because I sure blocked her. But she may have blocked him. She may have been talking about she blocked him from Because y'all know now when they come in here and they look funny, I start blocking them because I know that on certain topics they'll send people over here, because they don't want me talking about certain things, okay, or certain topics, because some people feel like they supposed to be the only ones to talk about it. Okay, Cindy, cool now. Let's see. Honeykomb Brazy act like he made Finesse. I'm from Memphis. 2TYMES was gonna be big regardless. Memphis, we was waiting on him. Well, I don't think biggest op that Honeykomb Brazy is saying that he made Finesse 2TYMES. I think Honeykomb Brazy is in jail and he feels like he's not getting any support. And from what I could gather, he's saying that he kind of turned his back on some people and didn't mess with some people because he was riding with Finesse 2TYMES, and Finesse, he feels like Finesse 2TYMES since went back on his word. So no, I don't know. Typo, I just feel like Finesse want big features and the big people cool with bag, so they not gonna work with him unless he cool with bag. Okay. Colin was actually putting money on his books. I'm happy for Finesse though. I just hope he be careful and don't go nowhere near Shelby County. I don't think nobody in Shelby County wanna, you know, do anything to Finesse. I wouldn't trust the people that me either. The beef was real because Finesse dissed him on that song when he said money ain't bring me no me my ego. Okay. Tamara ain't playing with those trolls and not right. Okay, Cindy. I've never seen I've seen Nicolay before. Hello, Nakia. Biggest op, he's not acting like he made him. He looked up to Finesse and he feel like Finesse let him down. That's what I gather. He feel let down. He feels let down. Um, hello, Lady Ray. I think he made a big mistake, Tam. I think he made a big mistake too. I just don't see anything good coming out of this. Finesse 2TYMES, fin, you know, Moneybag don't seem genuine. Okay, Moneybag signed Finesse 2TYMES, and this is just in my opinion because Finesse 2TYMES was blazing. Finesse 2TYMES put out there that Moneybag ganked his style, and people there was evident of that because it was evident to me. And so if you can sign him and put him up under your thumb, you don't have to worry about him surpassing you. Okay. I know they tried to make him think it was a partnership, but I can guarantee you that it ain't if he's signed to his label. It's not a partnership. Okay. He's more of a worker. Honeycomb, so mad because he had his mama rocking Finesse gang and all just for Finesse to come home and not really say free him, but Finesse and Bag ain't even do a show yet. That's how I know it's crazy. Bag posted Instagram. Okay, Bag posted Insta got booked with him on the same show. Fizzle got a great album. I hear it today. Yeah, Fizzle got a blazing album. I feel bad for Honeycomb. How Honeycomb locked up. So who, I guess, who's supporting him? They better remember that they will reap what they sow. I agree, Miss Jacqueline. He has something planned for Finesse. Yeah, he absolutely. I absolutely feel like that he has something planned for Finesse. I do. I believe that. I do. Dima, I'm getting ready to send you something. Cause y'all know I've been getting sleepy because I've been doing this on my by myself. So we ain't been on here long because I get sleepy early when I'm talking for 2 hours. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I just sent you something, Dima. No problem. Let's see. Hey, Dima. Fizzle album did great numbers too at Nakia Lee. Snoop, Woo, and Unc on the way. Unc tape dropped this Friday. Snoop and Woo next Friday. Pre finna take off. Shout out to Pre. Shout out to the Pre artist. He's an employee. It's business, not friendship. And just from looking at that, I could tell that Moneybag ain't really feeling Finesse 2 times. Finesse is excited because he's got his hands on more money, but to Moneybag is Sharky, and like I said, I, I'm sure Moneybag and whoever wants from who's making the most money off of Moneybag, okay, wants for Moneybag to stay ahead of Finesse, and Finesse I think took himself into the snake den, okay. He already ganked his style. What he think he gonna do to him now? He may not do it immediately. Okay. 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 He may not do it immediately. Okay. Because so many people are watching. But in about a year or so, I don't know if Finesse is gonna be happy. Bubba says exactly. Moneybag now can control him and also have him write songs for him. Moneybag came out on top in this one. Finesse got played. Great content, Miss Tamara. I always watch this. My first time ever commenting. Thank you, Alabama hitter. In my city, a lot of people listening to Fizzle new album. Shout out to Jay Fizzle. Y'all know we rock with Pre over here. Um, 9 Beat says, I never saw Finesse signing with Bag coming, considering Finesse called Bag a BAN, a band, and he said he was always the one ducking smoke when it was time to fight in the club. It's a little more complicated, and they're really label partners first, if you remember. Finesse left BG, but they originally started building that together. Fizzle's new album is sizzling. Y'all, please hit the like button. Yeah, she's gonna come up in a few minutes. She'll come up in a minute. The whole CMF is making money off Finesse 2 times. Yeah, right. I feel like they saw even though Finesse may not have seen it yet, I'm sure he was making good money. They gave Finesse more money than what he was used to. But what Finesse didn't understand was he was hot off the press. He was blazing. He was going to surpass all of them if he had kept his momentum. He had 5 years to sit in jail to write those songs that they gonna license. Hey, Dima.
Hey, lady, how are you?
I'm doing good. I wanted to bring you up. I know you can only stay up for a few minutes. No, Miss Kawana, I didn't see your comment. She said, "Did I get her comment?" I didn't see it. Um, Miss Kawana, write that comment again because I didn't see your comment. I may have looked over it or I didn't see it. So, what you think about this situation with Honeykomb Brazy and Finesse?
Oh, girlfriend, this is going to be very interesting. I'm going to be honest with you, and it's like I've said before that sometimes when you say something, words are very powerful, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And people don't realize that when you say something, oftentimes when you're dealing with street dudes, there's some things you just can't retract, okay? And we already know that a forgiving heart is not really prevalent in street beef, street dudes, music industry, and this thing that's come out with Brazy releasing these old text messages just really shows that people never forget. So, even if it was over a year ago, um, Brazy hasn't forgotten what Finesse said to him, okay, or the conversation that they had, or whatever vibe or same page that they were on. And I can kind of feel where Brazy is coming from. You know what I mean? You tell me one thing, but now you're doing something else. But at the time you were telling me this, I was riding with you. I was on your side. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of glad Brazy is not free on the streets right now. I'm kind of glad that for everybody's safety and just to kind of keep the beef at a minimum, that he's locked away, because I can't even imagine what would take place at this point if he was free and on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes when you say things and you're having these, you're in your feelings or whatever's going on, um, whatever you feel about somebody, sometimes it's best to keep it to yourself. And that's why everything is not meant for the internet. And I don't know how this is going to turn out for Finesse going forward. In my spirit, am I feeling good about him signing with these people? No, because I felt like he could have done better, and he could have probably had a made a better move with someone else. But that's neither here or there now because the deal is done. So
Mm-hmm.
my question is, what happens once, if ever, whenever Brazy comes home?
Mm-hmm. Rest in peace, Young Dolph says, I heard Bad gave Finesse a whole million, but I don't believe if he gave him, if all he gave Finesse was a million, he really cheated him. Finesse really cheated himself because if Finesse had stayed the course with the if he had got went and got some good business people that was not affiliated with some of those sharks that he is around, Finesse could have made a million in a year or less
Oh, absolutely.
and
There's
not
no
had
doubt
to pay
about that.
nobody back.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, he was already buzzing before he even got out. I remember seeing a video of him in prison freestyling. And he's just in his own lane, is he's got his own style. And my thing is, if he was locked down for 5 years, why they wait until a year before he got out to touch bases with him? Now that's just what was said. I'm not sure if that is bona fide truth. They could have been in touch with him the whole 5 years. But, let him tell it. I don't know who turned their backs on him, but let him tell it. A lot of people kind of, threw him away after he got locked down, you know. So I have to wonder if these people were communicating with him the whole 5 years that he was locked down, or did they actually wait until the last year before he was scheduled to be released to start buddying up to him to have this deal that's taking place. To have that deal already in the making. Kamana said it was the topic we talking about now. I came in late last night, so I had to go comment private. But so who's to say? And I'm gonna tell you something, Tam. This is my honest opinion, and I'm probably wrong. I don't say everything I say is the truth, but it's just my opinion. So I don't want nobody coming for my neck. But my opinion is that when Finesse was on that jet and all we saw was Jay Prince Jr. there with him, and then I guess the general public uh, was under the guise that he had just signed to Rap a Lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought he had just signed to Rap a Lot. But I'm gonna tell you something. Who's to say that this deal wasn't already signed back then, and they just now telling the public about it? Because I'm seeing song now with Moneybag Yo. These things take time, videos and songs. And I know these guys are musical geniuses. They can do a song in a night. I get that. But something in my spirit just tells me that this was probably already a done deal back then when he first got out, and maybe they're just now, releasing this information to the public.
That's very well. That's possible. That's possible. Somebody said that I wonder why Gotti didn't sign him. You know, it's got to be a reason why he didn't.
Oh, rest in peace, Young Dolph said they made that song in one day. That's why it sounds so rushed. And then Big Op says Finesse already proved Bag stole his style. He broke Bag sports, so Bag know in his heart he need 2 times just as much as 2 times need him. They not supposed to took off 2 times had the city before he got locked up. I believe that. I just believe, Finesse was already hot before he got locked up. People already knew who he was. It wasn't like he was some underground, no name, one hit wonder, or just didn't have any style or charisma about himself. Is must be something about his talent that already had him buzzing. And I really just don't feel like he really should have signed anything right now without exploring his options.
Do you think they lining him up?
Um, you know, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say that um, what may appear to be smooth sailing right now could be for publicity for both artists to gain momentum on that side as far as the music industry goes. We already know that the sergeant in arms wants to take over as far as Memphis or maybe the South is concerned. You know what I mean? So, he needs to have these people on his team, and he needs these names and this talent to make it seem like he doing a damn thing. But it still has nothing to do at the end of the day with internal turmoil and feelings. Like I say, some things never go away. Okay, that's just my opinion. And my other point is, you guys were willing to squash the beef with Finesse, but when Dolph offered to squash beef and hey, let's get along and get this money, y'all didn't want to squash beef with Dolph, but you squash it with somebody else. And that's why I always say birds of a feather flock together.
Mm-hmm.
Because what was the reason why you guys couldn't squash beef with Dolph? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because Finesse hasn't said no more than what Dolph has said. Finesse has expressed his disdain for whatever he was feeling about however he was wronged. Whatever way he felt wronged, he felt some kind of way about it, and he expressed that. Dolph felt a certain kind of way about situation, and he expressed himself. So why was it a death sentence for Dolph? So that's just in my way of thinking. But I don't see it. I don't see it going well if people choose to instigate the situation or agitate it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Gregory says Gotti told Brazy he got shots for him. Mm.
You
So
know, he needs to shut up somewhere and sit down, take several seats.
Bubba says you got to know it's something up. Why didn't Elbowhead sign him?
Elbow head. Oh my, that's a new one. That's one for the books. That's
You know
one for
what?
the
He
books,
did do that
Bubba.
for a reason. You know, he always trying to snatch up everybody. That was for a reason. That was to directly, that's to make a statement, to directly put Finesse 2 times up under Moneybag Yo's thumb. Because he gonna get money from him, whether he has signed him or Moneybag signed him, because they all it's a pyramid thing they doing.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I say. It's like a Ponzi scheme. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you something. And here's another thing in line with my opinion, guys. Is this? You know, and I made it in a comment on another page. I said that every army needs soldiers. Okay, so we know this is the army of Big Head. Big Head need soldiers in his army to fight his battles. Okay, because we already know he's not going to get his hands dirty. So to keep himself out of the loop publicly, he gets these artists, and then it's almost as if they're forced to participate in the BS and the beef. Okay, so Dolph is no longer here, but newsflash, pre still exist, and pre-artists are still popping and they're still here. So in order to fight this battle and try to win the war, you need to have this mind control over people that you feel like will be forced to go to battle for you, be it this songs or this tweaks or however they do it. And I can see that coming sooner rather than later. I can see Finesse conforming and falling in line and, sneak dissing on a song or, getting in line with the other ones. Because we take little Migos, for example. There was no need for him to diss Dolph. He didn't know Dolph like that.
Right.
But that's an example of conformity. When you conform to general watermelon head, you know what I mean? You got to do, you know what I'm saying? And this is really sad that people will sell their souls for a devil. I mean, for $1. People will sell their souls for 2 cents, um, just to say they get in the bag. Now, um, I know, Player Cole will say, let that man be great. And I agree with Player Cole. I agree with Player Cole wholeheartedly. Finesse should be able to be great as any other young man that wants to get out here and do what everybody wants to do for themselves and their family, and that's make money and be successful and thrive. Everybody should have the opportunity to do that. But my thoughts on that is that, all money is not good money. And sometimes when it comes to business, when you're the hot commodity, okay, you're the ticket. It's no different than trading stocks. Who's going to trade and buy losing shares of stocks? I
Mm.
wouldn't. You know what I mean? So of course you're gonna bet your money on somebody on a stock that's gonna make you money. Okay, because scared money don't make none at the end of the day. So uh Finesse is the hot commodity. And with him being on the market like that, and I'm using stocks from my background just as an example, that when you're the hot ticket, then you make people bid for you. And that would make your that's what make your price go up, okay? Because they want you. So it's no different than being in a trading on a trading floor, trading platform. You got a hot commodity. You got all these shareholders and brokers brokering deals for you because you're hot. They want it. So the more people that put their money in the pot or show an interest, the more your uh, value goes up. And I think that he should have stood by on the sidelines, explored his options. But see, I'm going to tell you something. I really felt like they caught him at a more vulnerable state in his
Absolutely.
life. He was
Absolutely.
vulnerable. He came out broke. If he was broke, I don't know. I don't know. I can't count Finesse's pockets, but he came out of prison after 5 years, and I'm sure financially he wasn't in the position that he is in today. So I'm not going to say he was broke. I'm just going to say that he was not in the same financial position that he's in today. So they called him at a vulnerable moment. Okay, they called him at a thirsty moment, and we know that thirsty artists is going to make money because they thirst for that. They're going to work harder. They're going to thrive harder.
I agree. 9P says Finesse got out and didn't know about social media algorithms. He was better off by himself. How do you think Gotti found Glorilla? Absolutely. You could tell he didn't. He don't know a lot about that stuff.
No, he doesn't. And, I'm not taking away from Finesse's intelligence or, I hear people say, well, he's a smart man. He know what he's doing. And so I'm not going to ever subtract from his mental capabilities. But what I am going to say is that I just kind of feel like, he was vulnerable. He was thirsty um, for not so much even the fame. I don't even think Finesse is thirsty for the fame as he is for making money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. A pretty hair 76 says, "Rest in peace, Young Dolph. What did Moneybag people say? Because he had said earlier, y'all act like y'all didn't see what Moneybag people posted. I want to know what they said. If they, I've already heard you say that Big 30 feel a certain way about um Finesse 2 times coming over there. See, I don't see anything good. Biggest Op says Finesse already proved Bag stole his style. He broke Bag sport. So Bag know in his heart he need 2TYMES just as 2TYMES need him. They both was supposed to took off. 2TYMES had the city before he got locked up.
Joe Johnson, I know that they were in a rap group back in 2012. Finesse said that on his interview that they, himself, Moneybagg Yo, and Black Youngster were in a rap group back in 2012. It does not negate the fact that some words have been exchanged. It does not negate the fact that Finesse felt a certain way. And family fall out all the time. You know what I mean? I don't know. Um, how sometimes you can regroup after words are exchanged, or you know where a person is coming from and feeling about you in their heart. So just because they were family back in 2012, hell, this is 2022. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
and then you have someone that's releasing Honeykomb Brazy releasing just recently messages that came from a little over a year ago. So a little over a year ago, hell, Dolph would be passed away in a year, in a couple of months. So if we look at it, you know, over a year ago, it's not that long ago that these text messages were going between him and Honeykomb Brazy. So, you know, I'm just saying words are very powerful. And this is what has fueled a lot of deaths and a lot of beefs is mere words. So let's not negate the fact that things have been said.
Mm-hmm. He says much because Dolph was never gonna let them tell him what to do anyways. Right. Well, that's the reason why they hated Dolph. Because well, I wouldn't say they, because all the rest of them would have fell in line. It was one person leading that ship on the Dolph train.
So you
They
know
want.
everybody clowning Honeykomb Brazy, you know what I mean? And I'm like, in my own heart, I'm kind of glad that that information came out. I'm glad that it came out simply because it kind of goes back to what I said about people backpedaling on things. You know, if you say what you mean what you say, and that's one thing I can say about Dolph. He was a man of his word. He said what he meant and meant what he said. Dolph didn't backpedal. They came to him with 22 million. He knew his worth, and he was like, "No, no, thank you." You know, and he stood on that. He stood on being independent and releasing himself and his people from being a rich slave.
Rest in peace, Young Dolph says Migos was mad Dolph was gonna sign his best friend and not him. And Dolph killing him in death. Yeah. Yeah. I can't a lot of people, somebody posted that Honeykomb Brazy didn't really know Finesse 2TYMES. He was just a fan that they never met or anything like that. He should not have put that much stock in Finesse 2TYMES. But I, I don't know. I don't know. Evidently, like I don't know what their relationship was. I think Honeykomb Brazy seemed like he a street dude. I don't think he would have just went fell for, they might have had a relationship before then. You know what I mean? He was giving them $1,000. He was helping them while he was in jail and stuff. And Finesse 2TYMES clearly felt comfortable enough to tell the young man, no, don't mess with them. You
So
know what I mean?
Georgia,
If he was just a fan, I don't know if he would have said that. What you
so
think?
uh, I don't know, but I was reading Joe Johnson's saying Bag and 2TYMES got into it because 2TYMES was dissing Dolph, and then Nine Beats said Joe Johnson Bag told Finesse to chill out. He didn't like that, so in return he fell out with Bag and went even harder at Dolph. So here's my thing about this: if Moneybagg Yo was ever feeling some kind of way about somebody dissing Dolph, why has he never said rest in peace to Young Dolph, or he's not on board, or he's been on board with dissing him? I'm confused. How does that work? I mean, I'm just saying. If you get mad at 2 times for dissing Dolph, but then Dolph has been dissed after death and Moneybag Yo has been a part of it, how does that work? Oh, that's the part we all trying to figure out. Oh, okay. I'm yeah, make it make sense.
Rest in peace, Young Dolph says Lil Migo not even bigger than Glock, getting 9K in one day, and what's that shit? Glock get 100 to 200K a day. He do. That's true.
Well, Joe Johnson, Finesse got his mind right. He matured, and him and Bag back making great music. God's plan. We don't know what God's plan is, but I'm gonna tell you something. One thing that's not in the plan is when one person have his mind right and the other person may not have his mind right. See, Finesse may have his mind right, but right now we don't know where Moneybag mind is. Okay, and we already know. And as far as I'm concerned, and in my opinion, he's a snake. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna give my reasons for why I feel like he's a snake. So you can't have a snake and a butterfly trying to come together and meld and gel and make something happen. It don't work like that. Okay, because I feel like they're on two different levels, maybe mentally.
I agree too. I agree. I think they own. I just don't think that they are together. I think Moneybag Yo is on something else. Finesse 2 times just don't know it yet. If a person will gank your style, they'll do anything.
Yeah, allegedly he ganked his style, stole his music, stole his laptop. Come on now. That's a death sentence in the music industry with street dudes. Come on. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, some things are just not that forgiving. And we're not going to drag God into this because, God's plan, we don't know. I don't think it's God's plan for this boy to lose his life over some BS dealing with a bunch of in a snake pit. I feel like he's in a snake pit. Now, it's just my opinion.
Bubba says that pre-drowning in mouth they needed something to try to compete. I hope Finesse 2 times and see. I think it's all in their plan. Finesse 2 times signed with him. What supposedly what yesterday, or they put it out yesterday, and
Yeah, well,
already it seems like everything is turning and for him as far as his brand, and it's not in a positive way.
already. It ain't even been 48 hours, right? And it's some crap in the air regarding it. So, like I say, only time will tell. I want to see Finesse succeed. I do because he just seems so excited and so in awe, and like his very words were, this is so surreal, because probably when he was sitting in there for 5 years and prior to that, he probably never dreamed that he'd be in on the platform that he is on now. And it kind of warmed my heart to see him so happy to be able to know that he's going to be in a financial position to probably do the things and have the things that he hasn't never had before. But at the end of the day, I honestly have to say I can't support anything on that side. And I'm sorry that he has to be the victim of my feelings on that. You know what I mean? I can't support it because I feel like I'm supporting them. And I can't support them under no circumstances at this juncture in the game.
Mhm. Rest in peace, Young Dolph was saying something. We must have missed it. Let's see. He says Finesse and Bag fell out because Finesse felt like Bag was hating on him, and Bag was getting all the shine at the time. But hopefully that don't happen this time. Oh Lord have mercy. We gonna see. We gonna see. I think they're gonna try to make it look good for a little while, and then when people ain't focused on it no more, whatever it is, it's gonna come out. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I'm gonna tell you something. You can't fake the funk for too long. And especially when you got dudes that's sitting around, doing their thing, and maybe as far as getting a little liquor in them and a little a few pills and getting high. You know what I'm saying? We already know how that ends as far as tempers flaring and In business, things never go as planned a lot of times. And we have to still keep in mind, like I said, these are still street guys. And I just don't see Finesse being able to hold his water when it comes to expressing himself, as he shouldn't have to. He should be able to express himself and his feelings. But you know, when you dealing with people that are already acting like worse than women with their emotions, they can't control their emotions, and when they can't handle their emotions, they want to take somebody out. Okay.
That's what they do.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, and not to get off subject, but I was looking at something that Offset said. I was looking at a video on Offset from the Migos, and about his contract and stuff like that. And I said, you know, I hope that Migos be Offset be okay, because we already know when you're fighting against the machine and the system, they always try to find a way to take your life. And this is really no different. You know, if Finesse gets to a position where things start happening or it's not to his liking and he started bucking against the machine and bucking against them, you know, it's obvious they have no problem with lining somebody up.
Joe says, I'm about to unsubscribe. Y'all negative and tear down black man. You know, I bet that's a big stepper.
Girl, by Joe Johnson.
I bet that's big stepper. His other little thing, his page blocked. That's
This
big
is not
stepper.
about hate. Ain't nobody hating on Finesse. And
Ain't
but and see,
nobody hating on finesse.
at all. Like I didn't I just say I want to see him do good. So if I didn't want to see him do good, I wouldn't have said that. So it's not about hating on black man, tearing black man down. Everybody telling a black man down, man. Man, what you talking about, man? We ain't trying to turn a black man down. This ain't no making history. How do you figure it's making history when there's an ulterior motive? Okay, there's an ulterior motive here. Now, it may not be clear to us what that ulterior motive is, but there's definitely an ulterior motive to all of this. There's always a method to the madness. Trust and believe that.
Rest in peace, Young Dolph says, Bag Young Dude said, don't let bag fool y'all. I would never squash no beef. He said, I like to pass out crying, laughing. It's sad all the way around. That's y'all, that's Big Stepper. That Joe Johnson got Big Stepper. Go on unsubscribe, Big Stepper. So
Really.
if White Lips gave him $1 million, a major label would have paid him twice that. Absolutely, Finesse could have made $1 million himself within a year or less. But
Yes,
see, I'm
ma'am.
sure that he had Jay Prince Jr. there telling him that he couldn't do it without signing with one of them. They was in his head. Joe Loves God said, if Moneybagg Yo stole 2TYMES style, how are they going to do a song together? I guess they would be the new Yin Yang twins.
I know, right?
hmm Y'all, please hit the like button. But this is interesting. You know, like I said, I don't think that it was a good idea. You know, I just don't see, I don't think the intentions as far as Moneybagg Yo was good. I'm sure that Moneybagg Yo and God in them all came together and they got together and they had to try to figure out a way that they could put their thumb on Finesse 2TYMES. You know, I think a lot of people are disappointed, and I can't blame Honeykomb Brazy for being disappointed. If you thought that you was cool with somebody and you riding with them and they telling you don't deal with somebody, didn't
Yeah.
they say he turned down a deal with Jay Prince or somebody? Didn't they say Honeykomb Brazy did that?
You
And
know, I
now,
don't know. I think he didn't do a feature or a song with Moneybagg Yo. I think that's what I heard. So, like I said, I can understand where Brazy is coming from. I really can. Uh, People are like, well, I have a problem with him putting it on the internet. Well, hell, he locked up. Where the hell else he's supposed to put that bent up, pent up frustration? That's the age we live in, the internet generation.
Rest in peace, Young Dolph says, What got me, nobody from CMF was there, only Bag and his Brett Gang boys. But see, that's how you know it's something that's gonna go on, because I know what they're saying. Big little bro, that's you. That's all you. We're not gonna put our hands next. So when the shit hit the fan, they'll say, "Well, we ain't have nothing to do with that. That's them." You see what I mean? They already know what's gonna go on because they
Okay,
didn't coach Moneybag on it, in my opinion.
yeah. That's what I thought I heard, rest in peace, Young Dolph, that he had turned down a song with Bag, and that's what made Honeykomb Brazy career go downhill. I thought I heard that. See, that's what I'm saying. Why is it that if you don't cater to them, then you get blackballed? Who the hell they supposed to be? You know, I feel like uh shit, Finesse could have gone with Kevin Gates or somebody. I think Kevin Gates is fond of him. You know what I mean? If I'm not mistaken, rest in peace.
Mhm.
Young Dolph can correct me if I'm wrong on that.
I agree with you, eBay. She said, eBay says if 2 Times had a hit song, why would he sign to Brett Gang when you could have just did his song and went into it? Right. If he wanted to swatch his beef with Moneybag and do a song with him, that would have been differently. But why would he let Moneybag put him up on his thumb? I don't even think I would have did a song with him, because Finesse 2 Times is Moneybag's competition. Now he's in a position where Moneybag is not going to let Finesse 2 Times surpass him, because Moneybag is still an artist too, and God and them don't want Finesse to surpass him.
Absolutely not.
It's one thing I know for sure, Miss T. No man forgets when another man calls him a B. That's why I don't believe Bag had good intentions. You could look at Moneybag and tell that he didn't have good intentions.
Absolutely not.
Moneybag is not feeling Finesse for real.
See, one thing people don't do, and I'm kind of one of them people, Tam, I stick to the history of a story. You know, every saga begins with an opening paragraph. And even in this story, there's history here. So, you have to go back to the history. And the history is that, yeah, they may have started out as family, and because everybody trying to get put on when you first starting out, or you trying to get into the game, and you going to these clubs, and you trying to slip the DJ a little cash to play your mixtape or something, or play your record. That's a hustle. Everybody's thirsty at that point. But then once everybody kind of break off and go their own way or get in their own lane, and one start becoming more successful than the other, and stuff start happening. And especially with Finesse, when if he felt like Moneybag stole his flow and his copied his swagger, you know what I mean? So Finesse has been feeling some kind of way for a long time. Now, him being locked down 5 years, yes, he's had time to think about things and get his mind right. So now he's out, and it's for him is money over beef. But see, we have to ask ourselves: is that the same thing with Moneybag? Yo, is Moneybag gonna start feeling some kind of way if Finesse started surpassing him?
Well, he's gonna make sure that he don't, because he's handling his budget and all of that. I know they put it to Finesse 2 Times, like, this is a partnership. You your own boss. That same mind, that same mess that God had put on, um when he tried to really disassociate himself from Black Youngster. But he was like, you can't get rid of a boss, or whatever he said. That was a way that he was still trying to butter him up. You see what I mean?
Hmm.
Because he was really disassociating himself with Black Youngster. But then when this stuff started happening with Snoop Bands, the early part of this year, when Snoop Bands had said something at Gotti, and I'm sure he had a reason to. I think that's around the time that those young men probably had started hearing more stuff, finding out more stuff as it relates to a certain situation. Snoop Bands was probably more vocal about it. And it was only then that Gotti really started. You started seeing him with Black Youngster again, because he goes and get Black Youngster to put him out front for the beef. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Let me
absolutely.
let me close. Yeah.
Absolutely. We already know what it is. Like I say, to me, you're not the boss you want people to think you are anytime you got to sit down in a damn cave and throw rocks up out the hole at people, but you down in the cave and don't nobody know who threw the damn rock because you're not out in front throwing them. So people have got to learn how to be able to remove themselves from the BS, because if your goal is to make money, and you got to be firm, you can't be spineless. You can't be, well, I got to go on and make this song because if I don't, they're gonna be mad at me. No, you tell them, dude, hey, I don't, I don't want to be great at the expense of dissing people or get into beefs.
That's right. I agree. Um, let's see. Rest in peace, Young Dolph says, y'all know Snoop still got a budget on his head, but Snoop finna press the gas. He got 2 tapes on the way. Finna kick the door in. When you say he got a budget on his head,
A bag.
you mean a bag? So that's still in the atmosphere, huh? Jeff Lee says this happened in the 80s when UTFO and Roxanne Full Force produced them all. How they wave white flags and sign peace treaties, but not swatch the differences with Flipper. I agree.
Yeah, that's what I said.
They always talking about peace, but they sure wasn't trying to ever, like D Mama saying, they sure wasn't ever trying to um sit down and you didn't see Jay Prince or none of them trying to get those young men to stop what was going on. And because at this point they had attempted Dolph's life twice and
That's
nobody ever
right.
stepped in.
That's right. That's right. So, as far as I'm concerned, the very people that's linked up with these people that did not step in to try to squash that beef, you just as guilty as they are. Okay. See, that's an industry where it's big enough, but it's small enough for other people to know what was going to happen to Dolph and not put a stop to it. So to me, you got blood on your hands too.
I agree, D-Mon. Y'all, please hit the like button. For those of you all that are just coming into the room, y'all, please hit the like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, but definitely hit the like button. Um, let's see. Yes, that's what I meant saying it in codes because Youngster said they don't be outside in a recent song. It's still hot. Only people tried to stop Dolph beef is Juicy J. That's sad. It was a whole lot of people that was jealous of Dolph.
What did he say? Who did he say? Black youngsters don't be outside.
I guess he's saying black youngsters say pre don't be outside.
He ain't gonna be outside in a minute, except for maybe a 1 hour a day
I
when they
know
let
that's
him off
right.
that 23 and 1. He ain't gonna be outside in a minute, so he might want to enjoy whatever he doing. Laugh not, cry later, clown.
I really don't believe. Deshaun laughing at you, D-Mon. Is she right? He
Yeah.
ain't gonna be outside.
He gonna be outside. He gonna be outside for 1 damn hour, pulling up on them damn bars over his head. You know how they be out in the yard and they got the little cage, and then you can get up on the bars and pull ups. Yeah, he gonna be outside. He gonna have 1 hour a day. He ain't gonna be out either.
That's facts. What's that? That ain't what they said. That ain't cap.
Right, that ain't cap. Shit, that's a whole hoodie.
I'm telling y'all, she telling the truth on that one. She's speaking fact. What they say, no cap on that one.
Yep, no cap, baby. But
How
I'm gonna
does
tell you
Finesse
something.
produce so much fear? Who you talking about, 9B? You talking about Dolph? They was jealous of him because he was doing his thing and in his own lane. They've tried to come up with all kinds of excuses they've tried to somehow make what they did to Dolph right. And I've heard some people, probably people that was riding with them, when you hear people like T.I. say egos was involved and you read what you saw, these people are sick. There is
He said
nothing
you
right about what they did to him.
Ti another one that can't say nothing, honey. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Um, always say if you don't get your karma back on yourself, it comes back through another generation through your kids. And look at the issues he having with his son. So he is another one that needs to stop worrying about what other people are doing and handle his household. Okay, because that little pink lip boy on his way too. Okay, and he better pray that he don't wind up going somewhere where Ti got some ops. He better hope he don't go to a prison where his daddy got ops. Okay, because that's the road he's headed. So my thing is, when people are sitting, how can you fear a man that wasn't a killer? I could see if Dolph was out here sliding and killing people and knocking dudes off just to gain position. He wasn't doing none of that. He was humble. He was making his money. He was hustling. Whatever he was doing, he was hustling. But how can you fear a man that wasn't a killer? I don't get it.
Um, 9B says, Dolph taught me that no matter how much you give back, you could never eliminate an envious heart. Absolutely not.
No, you cannot.
Monica said, Officer T.I. always running his mouth.
Yeah, he need to go sit down somewhere, honey, and worry about what's his name, Kane, King Kane.
Because King, as my great grandma and them used to say, King straight ready, and he ain't sitting down. He
Yeah,
ain't. A lot of times that's what he doing. He right. He reaping what he sow. He reaping what he sow because, like you said, it'll come back through your kids.
yeah, yeah, and I believe that. I'm a firm believer of that. You know, the same way you made these other mamas cry about your sliding. Guess what? You up next. You might be the next parent to be crying about your own. While y'all dissing Dolph and doing all this foo stuff, uh, somebody gonna make you cry about your own. Trust and believe that.
I agree with you on that, Miss Jacqueline. She said they feared him because they knew at any minute that he could have taken them out.
Yeah, if he wanted to, if he
Right,
wanted
if he
to,
wanted to.
but he wasn't on that. He trying to take care of Ari. He trying to take care of little Trey, his mom, his dad, Mia J. And girl, they so jealous of Mia J. It's just sickening, honey. They just can't stand to see this lady be great. I saw somebody in a comment just the other day talking about, did she have her baby yet? I'm like, y'all some sick, twisted, evil spirits. I never just seen evil people.
Yeah, that lady is not pregnant, and she never was.
Yeah, never was, but it's just the idea that people get on these blogs and put this crap out here in the atmosphere, and anything for strife, likes and views.
Yeah, and that leads me to my next subject about, do you think that the Memphis Police Department is on top of Young Dolph's case? And I'm going to say yes, I do. And the reason I decided to add that subject is because a young lady, and I don't think she meant any harm, today up under one of the comments, we was talking about, I think it was up under the one of the videos I did today, and she was like, well, the FBI and all of them got involved, and they gave us video of that young lady. I wish that they would use their technology um, to get us to do the same thing for Dolph. And I want to remind people that they got they use that exact same technology in all the video they have. They just have not released that to the public, and I don't think that they will. People need to
Yeah.
understand that Dolph's case is a very delicate case. You're talking about people that, they're trying to protect witnesses and things of that nature. If they have not released, I know a lot of people want to see, they go, well, I just want to see him walking into the cookie shop. They're not showing that for a reason. They got him being in that cookie shop, but they're not showing it for a reason.
Oh yeah, absolutely. To answer your question, Tim, of course they are. I feel like, yeah, they're doing their job, but I think it's on a bigger scale at this point. Let me tell you something. Now, here where I live at, I know what did this young lady go running at 4 something in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here in my city, 4 something in the morning, it's still dark outside. Okay, so this dude is in the car on camera, and they managed to track the car and find him and arrest him. So don't you know in broad daylight on the cameras that the FBI and the MPD have the ability to see where these dudes went after they did the hit on Dolph in broad daylight on cameras, because we know the viewing on the daylight camera is much better than it is nighttime viewing. So if they were able to track this dude that did this to this young lady allegedly, then we already know that MPD know every route, every house they went into, who they met up with, and what happened right after Dolph got hit. Okay, and I'm going to use as an example here where I'm at after FBG Duck got hit. They went back, viewed all the footage. They viewed these dudes before and after this boy's assassination. Okay, they know where they came from, what building they left out of, which roads they took, what cars they were in. After they did the hit, they managed to track them back on the E-way and where they went back to. So my point is that if the FBI is involved in Dolph's case, his case is no different than anybody else's. That they can pull this footage and all the street cameras and documentation that they need to see. See, people don't want to stick to the facts. They want to turn it into some kind of movie production with all of these scripts and all of this BS and breaking news. There's no breaking news. It won't be any breaking news until the authority says that there's breaking news. But I do believe behind the scenes that yes, they are actively still working this case, and I believe that they're building something bigger.
Absolutely. You have not heard them say one word about Jeremiah. Okay. You haven't. And that is for a reason. And Jeremiah has kind of, his case is, and we do know that Jeremiah's case is kind of connected to Dolph's situation some kind of way.
I believe
But
that. Hmm.
absolutely, I do too. And so you have not heard them say anything about that. And that is for a reason. When you see all of these different entities involved in this, okay, all of these different federal agencies and stuff, you know that it's something bigger. Like you said, people want to make it something grand when the truth of the matter is it's not. The only thing that is grand about this Douse case is that is how heinously they shot him down in the middle of the day.
Hmm.
You see what I mean? That's the only thing. Like, that's unbelievable still to a lot of people, that they could just shoot him down in broad daylight with all of these people out there. That's absolutely unbelievable. But all this other stuff is, I mean, I didn't even know people's minds could conjure up as some of the stuff that I've seen.
Democrat, let me address Democrat. He says they should never hide the camera footage and deny it to be seen. I find that shady. Let me tell you something. There's nothing shady about them not showing that footage. First of all, Dolph's family. is still alive. His children are still alive. You know, these people are not in a position to where they would want to have that out on the internet. Why would you want his children to even see that? That's the first thing. The second thing, why would they compromise their investigation by showing any footage? Third, why would they compromise any witnesses that may be on that footage that you may see in court if this thing goes to trial? So there's a lot of extenuating factors here as to why they would not show that footage. And I know a lot of cases, even in my city, that if you go on the police website, they will give you a description of what happened. They will show part of a footage and then they cut it off. They show just enough to show you the suspects, but the actual crime, even here in my city and probably most cities, you can go on the actual websites for the police departments, and they're not going to show you the actual shootings or the murder. You know, they'll give you just enough for you to see the suspects, just to get tips or leads. After that, you don't see the actual crime. So I don't know why people think that, they're supposed to see the whole shebang.
Why do they? I don't understand why people feel that the district attorney should um, prove their case to the public. They need to prove their case to the jury. Why would they compromise witnesses and things of that nature? That's compromising their case. That's compromising their witnesses. As I said before, and I keep saying this, that was a busy area. There was a lot of people out there. I played the video where CJ Davis said they immediately, that's the top cop, they immediately had witnesses that came forward and was working with them. Not only people calling in on the tip line, but people that was physically out there, which is why they had put vloggers on the social media, because these people that had this done to him know that there were people that was physically out there that was working with the police, and they had put vloggers in place to try and find them so that
Yeah,
they could compromise their safety.
yeah, yeah. And I'm gonna tell you something else, Tam. You know what this reminds me of? Just the other day, I've been seeing a few videos on YouTube floating around about Fonnie Willis news press conference, and they asked her about the witnesses going forward in YSL, and I think she cut the conference off at that point. She did not answer the question. So what these people did was they took that and twisted it all around into a pretzel, saying, "Oh, the witnesses must be backing out on the case. The witness is not going to be testifying." How did you get that out of her in the press conference? That lady didn't say anything about witnesses not testifying. And I said, if people stop and use their common sense, then they wouldn't come to that conclusion. The conclusion I came to with Fonnie Willis not answering that question is not that the witnesses are not going to testify or that they're getting scared to testify or they're backing out of testifying. What I got from that is this: it's still an open case. It's not an open case until they get sentenced. I mean, it won't be a closed case until these guys get sentenced. Why would she jeopardize her case that she has to get in court and testify on, prosecute, by getting on the news channel discussing witnesses? This lady is not getting ready to stand up at that podium and talk about anything regarding witnesses with the news media, period. She has to protect them. That's not something that she's going to discuss. It's not even a conversation. So the dumb reporter asking her that, she served him right. I'm going to end that. You're a good reporter, but I'm going to end this news conference. End the story. We're not talking about witnesses. Witnesses' conversation is off the table. We're not talking about them. And that's what I took from that.
Tracy Brown says, people are so selfish. I lost my child in the streets and I don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that. Why? I don't understand. That has never happened before. You hear people say, well, I be looking at these crime shows and they show the video. Though when you looking at a case on a crime show, you probably looking at a case that happened maybe years ago.
That's right.
Okay. And the case is over. The person has been convicted. People forget that.
That's
You
right.
know,
People
and a
forget
lot
that.
of that stuff is made available afterwards, you know, after their convictions and things of that nature. So
That's right.
with the Dolph's case, there are a lot of there are a lot of major components as it relates to this Dolph's case. And I can't believe people would want for the case to be compromised. And they say they want justice for Dolph.
No, that's that nosy spirit. You know, we got people, girl, that just nose around and they just got to be, they got to see everything. They so damn nosy and they don't care how horrific, gory, or gruesome Dolph's demise was. They want to see it. They want to see it because for some reason it satisfies their own sick uh, curiosity. And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't have a curious spirit when it comes to seeing somebody gunned down like that. Um, I may be curious about what's to come in Dolph's case as far as justice is concerned, but my curiosity does not lie with wanting to see him gunned down like that. And for anybody that does, uh, I have to look at you some kind of way because you feel like the police department or the authorities have to prove something to you. Who in the hell are you that they got to prove something to? As long as Dolph's family have seen it, they know what's going on. And I'm gonna say another thing: if MPD and the FBI was not doing their jobs, I do believe that Dolph has the kind of support in his family that they would be all over the damn news saying we want justice. We ain't heard nothing back. They're not telling us anything. What's going on? We haven't seen these people out here complaining. They're not complaining, so obviously the authorities are doing their damn job.
Frontline Deep Smoke. Are you rapping somebody's song? Y'all, whose song is he rapping? He said, keep my gun just like my
Honey,
phone.
who
You
cares? But
know,
bye bye, Frontline. It's
this
always some
smoke is
clown
sick.
come in here and smoke a bag of meth and then come on here with that foolishness.
that's that's exactly.
Yeah.
I guess somebody else blocked him.
Frontline, deep smoke. Yeah, you in deep smoke, all right. You can just smoke the whole damn bag of meth. He probably got sore. He probably got sores and crap all over his damn face. Lips ashy. Nigga. No, ninja that came up here with that foolishness.
Oh my God! Just smoked a whole bag of meth and want to come over here and mellow. Go back up under your rock.
I'm
Go.
telling you.
They have to. They get paid to come in here and do that. They trying to go buy them some more.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, they trying to go get some more fentanyl. Go on. We gonna block you. We blocking. We not gonna feed your habit tonight.
Right. You a joke. You a joke. The joke's on you tonight, deep smoke. Deep smoke. Yeah, he can
Oh
smoke all right.
Lord,
Girl,
Lord have
I
mercy.
can't. I can't. Mm-mm-mm.
Young
But I'm gonna
Dolph was in the system. Pimped out rise. Young Dolph was in. Pimped out rise. What you mean? Young Dolph was in the system. When you say Young Dolph was in the system, what do you mean? 9B says, I just want to know how Flipper got hit that many times without all the glass shattering.
physics and science, we're not scientists here. You know what I mean? I mean, everybody's trying to figure out something and act like they've been in that kind of shootout. Or, I tell you what, guys, how about you go buy your pane of glass, take it out to the woods or to the country somewhere and shoot at it and see what happens. Let's do experiments since everybody's so concerned about the glass being shattered and how it failed and which way the cookie crumbled. At the end of the day, just my opinion. And no offense, nine beats. I'm just saying that may be something that we'll never know until the trial happens or more information comes out, because it's going to come out whether he got shot inside or outside. And I mean, as far as the shooters are concerned, it's going to come out whether there were shooters inside or just outside. All of that's going to come out, you know. And what doesn't come out, it just don't come out. I mean, we can't beat ourselves up. It's like beating a dead horse over the head trying to figure this stuff out.
Pimped Out Rise, he says adoption to his foster care. It's a whole lot of moving parts going on. Let's just say he was adopted. Now we know that Young Dolph's grandmother raised him. It was grandmothers adopt their children. Young Dolph was very vocal about his parents had issues in the 80s on drugs or whatever. And back in that time, the grandparents would take the children in. That's when you had grandparents that were really like grandparents, you know. They would take the kids. And that's what his grandmother, Ida Mae, did. Okay, if she adopted him, so what? But let me ask you this, Pimped Out Rise. What would his adoption have to do with how they heinously gunned him down?
That's the bigger question. That's what I want to know.
That's what I want to know, Pimped Out Rise. What would him being adopted have to do with how them folks heinously gunned him down?
Because to me, it's no rhyme or reason why he got gunned down, and I don't really think that that has anything to do with the price of tea in China.
Rest in peace, Young Dolph says, Dolph not adopted, so don't even get into it because they know what they talking about. Dolph know both of his parents and love them to death.
See, like I say, this is the result of the scripts that has been written for these other bloggers to carry out. You know, this is a part of the script. And this stuff was put out here. People started attacking his childhood history before they started trying to figure out and follow the history of the people who tried to take him out before. So nobody wants to talk about who tried to take Dolph out previous times. I see bare minimum content on talking about that information. Because to me, if you're going to put a video out every single day, all day, and do, 24-hour lives about Dolph, let's go back to the beginning. Do a live on that. But I don't see nobody talking about that. Monica say, Pimped Out Rise, enjoy your camping trip.
TG says, Pimped Out Rise, aka broke down whips go catch a kite. Rest in peace, Young Dolph says, he says, I hate people who come in here saying stuff about Dolph. They don't know nothing about Dolph. Been out here. He can't help his family as strung out. He grew up in the crack era. So what? Get the, I guess, what's that? Get the F out of here with that BS. Yeah, but I can't understand. Even let's just say, even and we know that he wasn't adopted. His grandmother raised him. He said that. But what would that have to do with a murder case?
Not a damn thing.
And the reason I make that point is because you've heard people do whole lives about that. That has nothing to do with how he was heinously gunned down. The young man said that his mom and daddy was always around.
Yeah.
He spoke of Dolph, we don't have to guess. And that's why I don't know why people run with that. We don't have to guess about if he was adopted or not. Dolph told his own story. He told why his grandmother raised him and when she got him. His daddy sat at a table crying, talking about how his mother raised his sons. Her mother took the girls, his mama took the boys. They told the story.
Tam, that just further bolsters my opinion about things that people have said to really ruin Dolph's legacy and his name. See, that's all a part of the script. I'm gonna say this because it just is negative. Anything negative that they can come up with, that's what they say.
T for real, because at this point they reaching, they're gonna be saying Dolph don't got no properties again, knowing he own half of Castelia and North Memphis. Yep, Gotti Hood. Monica says, Diane says, Monica J, they are getting on my nerve. The trolls then came out, child. So we opening the floodgates of we opening the blocking doors of the church.
Yeah, first it was Trey don't look nothing like him. You know, that didn't go over too well. So now they done moved into he's adopted. Girl, I said the sickness is real and the evilness is real. That's just evil to say that baby boy don't look like his daddy, or he's not his daddy's child.
Rest in peace, Young Dolph says JoJo was crying, begging for his life to say that at Cray. Monica says Dolph name solidified. Um, and Will says when they don't even talk about the people actually accused of the murder, you know it's a absolutely. When they don't talk about the people that are, you barely even hear a lot of these vloggers talk about the people that actually have been accused of. It's two people that are in jail right now that we know of,
Yeah, we don't
and
hear about that.
probably
They don't
more.
want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about that because, see, that's the truth. Okay? They don't want to talk about the truth.
So you're right, Aunt Will. I agree with you on that. Um, they just want to come on here to hear they self talk, and they get blocked. So now they have to go make another page. This is why God and them trying to sign so many new artists now, because the public doesn't like them. So now they're trying to buy love back. They're trying to ride on the backs of artists that have some popularity. And really what they're doing is they dimming their light, because Finesse 2TYMES was getting a lot of love. And I'm not saying he's not gonna get a whole lot of love, but look how just with signing with Moneybag, he's been put in the midst of controversy just within a matter of 48 hours.
Yeah, just that quick. Just that quick.
Um, Rest in peace, Young Dolph says facts at TG. They views not doing nothing since they've been dissing Dolph. If you trolls don't have nothing good to say, get off Miss T page because we are pre. Absolutely, they know we pre. What
That's
he
why
say?
they over
Hold my cup. I'm G and nasty.
here. Girl, that's some strong meth they smoking tonight. Ooh, child. That stuff must be laced with embalming fluid or something.
I ain't been keeping up. Lord have mercy. It's a shame before God when people are sending here to troll, but that's their jobs. They buy trolls. They buy trolls to send them to other
Yeah.
people's page.
Oh
But you
yeah.
know what? We come against them in the name of Jesus. Satan, what it say? Satan, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Don't mess around and have a stroke. Trying to make what they pay them $5, $10, $20. They pay them $20 to come and troll. Don't mess around and have a stroke for $20. Because we sending that negativity back into the atmosphere. Don't croak out. You'll mess around and have a heart attack and die over here. So you better get off this page.
Girl, they
$20
think
ain't worth that. But I mean, the meth gonna kill them anyway. So
girl, they done got these people out of zombie land. You know them people that be on the streets but they gangster lean high as hell. That's where they done got these people from. And gave them a phone and told them, hey, I'll give you some more meth, some money for some meth. But I need you to do this thing for me. These people are zombies.
uh Jacqueline Williams says to try and assassinate a person's character when they are no longer living is really violating that person and that person's family. Absolutely. Sierra, there are no updates. There are no updates that the Memphis Police Department, and y'all know I'm gonna tell the truth. They ain't released no updates on the Young Dolph's case. They have not
Sure.
released any updates. It ain't none.
Ain't no breaking news. None. And ain't been no breaking news in a minute since Trayon got arrested.
Joy Loves God says, how come they don't get a hold of some fentanyl and leave us over with Real Talk with Tamara alone? uh Sierra, what does hold my cup, I'm G and active mean? Rest in peace, Young Dolph. What is she saying? Because I don't know all this crazy talk.
Oh, I can interpret that. She's saying she about to get the hell out of here out the comments. Block her. Bye, Sierra. I guess she trying to get money up so she can get her hair and nails did.
She said, hold my cup, I'm getting active. Let's see. They couldn't pay me to troll or murder anybody, but that's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. Somebody sent her over here to ask if there was any updates. I know that they wait on me to give updates because they know I'm gonna have them. They know I got them.
She sure do.
They know I got them.
All day, every day.
All day, every day. I got the goods, but I'm not messy.
Right. Exactly.
Y'all, please hit the like button. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Monica J says, we are pro-pre and anyone speaking negatively against them will be warned and then timed out and then blocked. Okay.
Well, see, Monica nicer than me because I ain't giving no warnings because I know they are conscious about what they doing. So they better be glad I ain't down there moderating because they be out of here.
Kimberly Spencer says, good evening, Tam and fam. Hello, Miss Kimberly. Tell them the update is your ASS is out of here. Yeah, but the Memphis Police Department, you guys, is y'all see how they was able to I was looking at, and I'm not trying to change the subject, with the FBI being involved. I told y'all the other day that they was going to find out what happened to that teacher. Well, they went into some apartments that a lot of the students on the University of Memphis live on, and there was this big dumpster, where the apartments that have the big dumpster. So they had a tow truck to go and pick the big dumpster up, and they carried the big dumpster away. So you can only imagine why they got that big dumpster, and the police cars was surrounding the tow truck that had the dumpster. I pray to God that that lady is not in that truck. So if the FBI and them, and they could zone in on her bottle and find her phone and stuff, the same people that's working her case, Dolph's case has more. It's a lot of. See, her case was an abduction and a more than likely a murder or whatever, but Dolph's case carry a lot of major components. Okay. If the same people working her case that's working Dolph's case, don't y'all think they got this under wraps? Don't y'all think that they got it? I do.
They don't want to believe that, Tam. They want to believe that Memphis PD was involved. they rather believe that lie than to believe that these people are doing their job.
He's got the same people, and she had the ATF on her case too. Dolph got the FBI, the TBI, the DEA, and I believe the ATF, and he's got the Memphis Police Homicide Investigators. I keep saying he can't lose. He can't lose. I told y'all. Okay. That's why I said wait it out.
It's not salacious enough to put the truth out. Fiction is more salacious. Lies are more salacious. This YouTube kind of reminds me of back in the day. Remember those magazines when you go to the grocery store, like the Inquirer and the Globe and all these other type of magazines?
Mm-hmm.
and they told a bunch of lies, and Enquirer wound up getting sued back in the day for putting out lies and embellishing details about people and stories. This is what these bloggers do. That's why there's so much confusion out here on these YouTube streets, because people have been following this stuff because these people have made it seem so uh, they've presented their story or their BS with so much confidence that people believe it.
That's true. A lot of people do believe it, and like I said, it's not it's not going to. There may be some surprises of, you know, and then I don't really think it's going to be that many surprises, you know, when they start indicting more people. But it's just not this grand thing, you
Yeah,
know. It's not. It's really just it's simple, and I think a lot of people are going to see that, you know. It may be more excitement when they start indicting more people. You know, people talk about it for a few days, and more than likely some other people that are involved, you know. But Mia J, when her brother was killed, Mia J was very vocal. If Mia felt like something was not being done about Dolph, I do believe that she would be just as vocal. I believe that his family would be just as vocal also. But his
absolutely.
family is quiet. His artists are quiet because his artists know what's going on. I think when you saw Snoop bands lashing out at certain people, it was because they had started to get more and more information, and he was upset about it. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
he
So,
was
like I
upset
say,
about.
I would respect them even if they went back to the beginning and blogged about the truth at the beginning of this story about who tried to take them out. But like you said, don't nobody want to talk about that. Don't nobody want to talk about that because see, it doesn't fall in line with the narratives that they're
That's
trying to push.
Monica says, "Don't forget about Special Agent Shondell."
Yeah, yeah, we ain't forgot about Shondell. Other people have, but we haven't.
Now, if they could go and how y'all saw how grimy that video was, but they was able to go get that car that man got that teacher in. Do y'all really believe Shondell would be that hard to find?
They ain't that damn bright.
Absolutely not.
They not that smart, Tim. You know, they giving him too much credit, like he Osama bin Laden or something, hiding in a cave.
You know, Shondell just don't have that much luck. You
And
know,
I don't think
Shondell, when they separated them, Shondell probably struck a deal immediately.
yeah, I don't think anybody at this stage in the game would want to be harboring a fugitive for this damn long or be connected to that. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody getting ready to harbor a fugitive involved in a case this big for this daggone long at all. Because if somebody's hiding him, that's exactly what it would be harboring a fugitive. All right, Tim, I got to go on mute, okay?
Okay. All right. For those of you, let me see how many likes we got, y'all. We got 94 likes. We need to get 100 likes, y'all. Please hit the like button if you have not hit the like button. Aunt Will says, or he's in a river, compliment of Big Jook. Mm. Let me see. Um, Shondell is resting in the feds, eating steak and lobster. You know, just the mere fact that they're not looking for him says something. They took a laptop and lawn cutters from the house, right? You talking about the teacher? I don't know. I kind of, you know, they went and they took fingerprints as it relates to the house, and they actually took one of the vehicles. I found that weird. It's gonna be interesting to see what, because they got the person that did it. It's gonna be interesting to see what he tells. T Play J fizzle hood rich real quick. He relayed slots of messages in that new song. Okay. Let's see. Yes, y'all, please hit the like button. They sure do. People don't like to believe the truth because it's not grand enough. Come on, y'all. We need 2 more likes to make it 100. We need 2 more likes to make it 100 likes. So if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. We're at 98 likes. We really need to get over 100 likes because the likes help to put the video in the algorithm. And Bag Petty, y'all, he saw how he let Finesse drop the song on his page. The husband hired the man. I think the husband retained an attorney. Oh, wow. And Bag Petty, y'all, saw how he let Finesse drop the song on his page. Wow. Some of them know the truth and still want to lie and make excuses. Bag need to stop being scary. Well, when I saw Moneybag, just kind of joke like he did about, when he was freestyling, I need a plug. Oh, I forgot I am the plug. He wasn't the plug at first, you know, so he won't be the plug for long. They are being quiet for a reason. It's something strange about the teacher. I think that her husband pulled the strings on this. That's possible. I found that strange too. Um, that's possible. But one thing for sure, the man that they got locked up, he is going to tell. That's for sure. He is going to tell. Y'all, please hit the like button. But y'all, as it relates to this Young Dolph situation, I'll be glad when these indictments, the rest of these indictments drop. I will be glad. Facts, they know who the real plug is and Snoop the Castelia plug. Hello, Miss Anissa. TG, he looks so shady at that signing. That's exactly what I was looking at. That's exactly what I was looking at. He does not. Bag don't look like he really feeling Finesse 2 times. It was just a business move so that he could put Finesse up under him so Finesse would not outshine him. Unfortunately, I hate that Finesse did not understand or do not understand his worth, because Finesse could have made, if he had got the right business people around him that knows about the industry and stuff, aside from that, and stood firm and not let Jay Prince make him feel like he needed to sign with Moneybag, because I think that's what happened. Bag could, I mean, not Bag, but Finesse 2 times independently could have made $1 million within months, but hey, I'm not. Nobody's hating on Finesse. I think everybody want to see Finesse do well. I do. I really want to see him do well, but I don't think that they signed him with good intentions, and I'm sticking by that. Moneybag don't even look like it. Moneybag is so Hollywood now that I think he has really become. His feelings are really just kind of numb. Um, Realistically, I think that they are. It's all about making money, and they don't really care about anything else other than money and numbers. If they do no show together before this week out, this stuff not genuine simple. um Monica J, yes, he spent 24 years in prison for kidnapping. Right, he did, for aggravated kidnapping. I'm sure for him to spend 24 years, I was intending to look up those reports. I forgot. There was a history of it. There was definitely a history of it. Okay. Y'all, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. But y'all, it's going to be interesting. Bag has become a Kardashian. It's going to be interesting. But if you ask me, and I just want to play this again. I know y'all already seen it, but I want for the people to not forget this. You know, we always go back to the beginning. I want y'all to always remember this. This lady said this from the beginning. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but the truth is always, you know, I want y'all to remember
with the
what she
latest.
said, okay? We're not going to listen to the whole thing. We're just going to listen to what CJ Davis
What
said.
I'll do is provide just a bit of a deceased on the scene. Thornton was pronounced deceased on the scene.
Hold on.
We can't get into the details just yet because we're still pending indictments. And the specifics, we had enough problems.
Okay, she said we're pending indictments. Do not forget that because I can promise you guys that there will be more indictments. Okay, I think I had told y'all that some months back before I ever even seen this. Okay, I can promise y'all that there are going to be more indictments. Okay.
Flyer for Justin Johnson, and we have enough information to ensure that he will see his day in court. But right now, we can't provide the specifics about it because it's still pending that indictment.
Do you have a theory on motive?
Not just yet. There has been just a wealth of tips and information and leads and putting this case together. And our officers and investigators have been working since this particular case began. Lots of rumors and innuendo, but we're really trying to sift through to the truth and what the real motives are. We're just not ready to put that out there right now.
To your knowledge, are these two suspects the two people caught in the video outside?
Y'all heard her say she was not ready to put the real motives out there right now. So that means that they already knew. I told y'all.
Side of McCain's.
We can't say 100%, but we have enough information to have pushed this particular case to the point that it is now and pursue this in a court of law. There was enough evidence, enough material evidence, enough support and witnesses to be able to get this case to this point without me jeopardizing an.
When she say enough material evidence, which means they had enough physical evidence, okay? Enough support, enough physical evidence that pointed at those two people. As I said before, Straight Dropped had lived in a high rise, a very expensive high rise, you guys. And those cameras got some key stuff. Okay. I'm gonna leave that alone, okay?
Indictment and information that will come out in the grand jury. That's about all I can say. And because of the fact that I'm not the investigator, and I don't want to put them in a position where they're revealing too much as well.
Understanding, are there going to be any more arrests? Understanding that these two people are here right now.
It is very possible. It is very possible. Once we, continue to conduct this investigation, there's no telling where it could potentially lead. There could be other individuals that are implicated in this particular homicide.
Are you all in conjunction with Covington Police to help them in their investigation as well? Because I know the white Mercedes-Benz
Yes.
is involved.
We are all working together. That's why I outlined all of those different agencies, because at some point in time in this investigation, our investigators have had touch points with various other individuals, other law enforcement personnel around the country. So absolutely. Thank you.
Suspects get on y'all's radar? It seems like it was fast moving starting about December. Was there a break? Is that when they got on your radar?
It's been fast moving from the very beginning. It's just that when we have investigations that are as high profile as this, the police department is very careful about how much information we provide, to the general public so that we don't compromise the investigation.
So she just put it out there, y'all. The reason that they are not showing the videos, as I've been saying, they are very meticulous about what they put out to the general public so that they do not compromise the investigation. And that is for the people that are constantly saying, why can't we see the video?
But from day one, there were leads, and these investigators have been on the trail of individuals that we assume were involved in this. And of course, that information was more robust in the last.
From day one, they've been on the trail of individuals that they believe are involved. And trust me, they are still on their trail and they're going to be indicted.
Last months.
Were Smith and Johnson mentioned on day one?
Not that I know of. I don't think I can answer that. Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Do you know why they were in Indiana, specifically there?
I don't know that just yet. Do we know why? They've been all over the place. And I would assume that they were fleeing justice,
Well, as I stated earlier, there were several cities that have been searched, from Atlanta to Indianapolis, Houston, Dallas. So Justin Johnson has been very active since he's been on the run, and even more so after the reward announcement. So he never really stayed in one place very long.
Marshall Miller, Chief, I know this is a really high-profile case, a lot of interest in the community. Have you spoken with the family of Mr. and any kind of reaction from family or loved ones after this break in this case?
I can say that our staff has been very sensitive to the family to ensure that the family is aware of various iterations in this particular case. As far as reactions, I'd be uncomfortable to say what their reactions are. I would think that they're probably relieved at this point, though.
And I know every homicide investigation is important, but knowing
Yes.
how high profile this one, what does this mean for you all? I know this has so much community interest in general. What does
Yes.
this mean for the hard work of one?
Well, it really speaks to the work that these guys and gals do every day, and they really do. When we have the participation of other agencies and partnerships that we've been talking about, and we also have that very critical input from the community, and as it was said, we vetted hundreds and hundreds of leads. When we get that information, we can bring cases to closure much faster. There was an awful lot of information coming into the Memphis Police Department, and we appreciate the public's trust in us to keep their information confidential so that we can bring those individuals to justice. So not just with this case, we're hoping that we continue to see that level of engagement in providing information when we have these types of cases, especially cases of violent crime.
Reading the affidavit, understanding you all had a good bit of evidence on Cornelius, the fingerprints on the car and whatnot. Did you all, I guess, keep Smith in custody or have any idea of his connection to Justin Johnson and able to get a name like Justin Johnson?
Well, I think the case itself, there were just various iterations, various pieces of the puzzle that, came in at different times that strengthened the case even more. So it wasn't an all at once, this is our guy. It was the combination of layers of information that helped to solidify that case, that that person was involved. Yes.
There was, in this case in particular.
Okay. So basically, you guys, they knew from the beginning. Okay. They had a lot of people that was working with them. As I said, there was bloggers that was hired to try to find the people that was working with them. Okay.
Why this shit going on right now? This shit going on right now. Damn. It's like grandma. Oh, this is grandma. Grandma got hit. I know this shop that you also going on. They went to God's house too. God's mama house. I just got the information. Yup. They got the information. They just shot a prevent. Oh, they got the big now. That prevent. He's been right now. Right right now.
She had the family, so you ain't gay.
Yeah, she fuck on. Oh, yeah, that's why you. Yeah. Ain't no with. They just killed that man grandma. Right? Killed dog grandma? Yeah. That one on. These motherfuckers mine. That could be on this be on front, man. They finna get in there. Long live dog. Where's that be, dog?
Long live dog.
Rest in peace to the real. R.I.P. dog.
Y'all, I get real emotional when I see that young man went in that shop one way and they was not satisfied until they killed him. And they got the nerve to think that they're going to be able to sign folks and get away what they did to him. They was not satisfied until they took him out. And they think that they can put fear in people to not say what they know is true. And that is that they helped to take that boy out of here. They wasn't happy until he was gone. And then they thought that they can go to another state and party the night away. They sadistic and sick. I don't care nothing about none of them. And then Moneybag got the nerve to be around here talking about I'm the plug. I have to calm myself down. They wasn't happy until they killed that boy. Okay. It upsets me. It makes me mad. Nobody really has, none of them would benefit. All these little frontline soldiers who think that they a soldier, nobody really benefits from this except for Gotti. Okay? Nobody, because the rest of them is not going to even be around. It's anyways, let me it's sad the position that people put themselves in to try to prove their loyalty. But none of them going to benefit. All the people that was involved in this, they're not going to benefit. They're going to pay for what they did. Only one person benefits, and God is going to get him in the end. Because in 5 years, you won't see him no more because God going to deal with that one. Okay. But that upsets me every time I see that. But I actually played that because I want y'all to see that these people are on top of they've been on top of it from day one. They've been on top of it from day one, y'all. I mean, I try to keep you know, I know people like drama and they like all of this grand stuff. It's not that grand. I said some months back. I mean, if I say I know somebody, I know several people that works in the DA's office. Okay. I know people that work for the police department in that very investigative unit. Y'all, one of my closest friends work in homicides. But if I say I know somebody that, and to not even give their job away, deal with that grand jury, their job is in that office somewhere. They have dealings with it when those indictments and stuff come down. If I said to y'all months back, what that person said about that there was going to be more indictments, that's what I mean. But I think people get extremely impatient. You know, they want to know more. Well, tell me more. Okay, well, how about, you don't believe me, even though I have not given you all a reason not to believe me. Everything I've said has come to pass. I sat here one day, just passively said on a Friday, I said I was downtown today, y'all. Somebody told me it was ready to be some more indictments. And I was on the run. And then there was an indictment that Monday. They told me, girl, this get ready to be an indictment. And people still want to believe the BS. But regardless of what people believe or don't believe, these people have had their case tied up. They know exactly who was involved, and getting everybody takes time. This is not anything new as it relates to the Dolph situation. This is something that has been going on forever. They're investigating the way that any police department has investigated. Okay. Making sure that their case is airtight. So that the DA makes them make sure that they get them the evidence that they need to make sure that their case is airtight, so that they can win it. Okay. So like I said, it bothers me every time I see that. That video was longer and I wanted to play it, but it started to upset me to see his car carried away, because I just get to thinking about they was not satisfied until they killed him. I want to know if their life is any better. Do they even think about, or do they feel like that they are God? Do they feel like that they're God, that they can't be touched? Because God says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. Which means them niggas can't put no hit on God. So they know they got to get it back, but they don't care. I think they're so zombified and barbaric that they don't care. And people like that need to be dead. Really. It ain't no place for them on this side of the earth. Dolph is where they should be at. Okay. Because these are people that is destroying their very own community. And it's a doggone shame before God. How you going to go and party the night away and y'all done put a hit on somebody? Not only did you destroy Dolph's life, you destroy a bunch of ignorant kids' life. Okay? Straight Dolph's life is ruined. But a bunch of OGs helped him to ruin his life instead of helping him to redirect whatever energy he had. They helped him to crash out for their own benefit. He ain't benefiting because he ain't going home. When they get through hiring these internet trolls, that's just to make it look good to these ignorant, snotty-nosed kids that's still out there that's for straight drop. Yeah, we hiring this, we doing this and that. That's to make it look good for them, so that they can still go crash out. They know good and well that it ain't nothing they can do to straight drop. For straight drop, they helped them to crash out. Okay, that's what they did. Okay, that's the reason why I say anybody that they can pay to come into my chat to try and promote what they know is wrong. They know what they did was wrong. They need to have a heart attack and die. We put that into the atmosphere. Y'all come into agreement with me. Okay? Because some people too stupid to live. Okay? And we ain't coming against the enemy because we jealous of them. We ain't trying to speak no curses on them because we jealous of them, because we want to be the only ones to talk about the Dolph case. We not simple like that. We reversing every curse that the enemy and that negative energy that they're trying to bring in here. And they know they wrong. Okay? Because see, when people do stuff like that, they can't win anyways. How you going to try to come against somebody because you in fear of them? You jealous of them. You ain't no better than the people that took Dolph out. So you shall have the same fate that they going to have in the end, you and your voodoo dolls. Okay? Then this man talking about they want to Dolph out the way for they can eat them folks been eating. now and back. Pre ain't had nothing to do with Dolph being taken out. I've said that numerous times. That came from the source. Okay? It came from the people that would know. All that secrecy is the reason why these assassins and higher ups are hard to touch. But that don't mean they can't be touched. I'm telling you, it don't mean that they can't be touched. And they will be. Because a lot of these people that think that they are good with the higher ups, they really ain't. They're going to haul tail on them once this stuff start hitting the fan, because they're not going to want that negativity. They're going to start disassociating themselves with them. All of them need to be yellow tape. God got them already. Facts, that's all he doing. And Fabo thought he saw Glock car the other day was fin to shoot the person car up. What? What? Lord, take Stacey Dash and give us Dolph back. Now definitely agree with that, Monica J. God already got them in their little music flopping more. That's why they signing people he would have never said one word to, like the dude Glorilla. He posted it on his story. I can't make this up. Fabo need prayer. And I'm going to say that because he going to mess around and get himself in a whole lot of trouble. Let's see. Where's she been? TG. Y'all, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. That guy's jealous because he can never be what Dolph groomed pre-artist to be. Fabo need to take that energy and put it into his music and not get himself sent back to prison. Because that's what's getting ready to happen. Stacey Dash support Trump and his agendas. A lot of prayer. Diane says Fabo needs to be reported. Just watch something bad happen to him. Jacqueline says, I guess he wants to go back with his girlfriend. Y'all, please hit the like button. He better stop the energy coming for him. Y'all, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Whew. We need to put Memphis in rice for 30 seconds. I'm telling y'all, that spirit, it is a demonic force that is walking around in the city of Memphis. It has been released. And the sad part about it is people are not trying to control it. They are not trying to control that spirit. And that's sad on so many levels. It's sad. People are controlled by that demonic force so much that they think that what they are doing is right. There is no right in what they're doing at all. Sad thing is they don't really care. Okay? They don't care. Be real is pre-dropping trash or the people just expecting too much. But this new Key Glock tape finna shut everybody's mouth. He exposing everything and mentioning Dolph a lot. Shout out to Key Glock. Shout out to all the pre. Y'all make sure y'all go pick up Jay Fizzle's album. Jay Fizzle got an album out that's smoking hot. Key Glock and them still going up. Shout out to Key Glock and them for continuously doing their thing and not stopping at all. I'm very proud of them for continuing on. When people wonder why I'm supporting Key Glock, because I'm grown. Don't wonder about it, because I'm grown and I can do that. You support who you want to. This is my channel. I support who I want to. Pre is destroying the game. Every time they drop something, it's fire. Them boys setting it on. Them boys be setting stuff on fire. They be rocking. They be setting it on fire and rocking. Okay. Pre is destroying the game. Let's see. All right, y'all. We've been on here 2.5 hours. Y'all think we got enough? I think we have. It's 10:30. Y'all know we don't stay on here for 4 and 5 hours like we used to, child. I did 2 videos today. This will be the 3rd video that I did today. So, I think y'all got enough of me for one day. What y'all think? And we just did 2.5 hours. Yeah, Jay Fizzle is fire. Make sure y'all go run up all the pre-artists. Go run them up. You got Jay Fizzle, yeah, Jody. You got Moochie Grape. Who else? Key Glock, Snoop Bands, Paper Route Woo. What about Shatana? Don't they got a Shatana on Paper Route? Joy loves God said, no, we want more. Are y'all grilling and stuff on tomorrow? Oh yeah, we're gonna start talking about that Tim Norman trial, y'all. And it's funny you said that, Miss Jacqueline, because I was getting ready to do a video, and I probably would do it in the morning. Tina said, we won't go. I'll probably do it tomorrow. Y'all tell me what y'all want me to do. Do y'all want me to do a short video on Tim tomorrow, or y'all want to go live and talk about the case tomorrow? What y'all think? Y'all want me to do a short video, or y'all want me to go live and talk about we go live and talk about that case? Because it's been a lot of stuff to happen in that Tim Norman's case. And I think I spoke, did I tell y'all about I had talked to Andre's mom? I'll start this one from the beginning. I've enjoyed you all. Thank you, Miss Catalea. We've enjoyed you too. Miss Joy Loves God. Who is all in here? Let's see. I see Monica J is in here. Girl, Remy sleep, girl. My mama told Remy she better get somewhere and sit down. And y'all ain't heard her no more, have y'all? I'm over here with my mama. So y'all have not heard Remy. My mama told her, Remy, I'm sick of you. Get your butt somewhere and sit down. And I ain't heard her no more. I heard her snoring. She got somewhere and laid down. I see Rest in Peace Young Dolph in here. Tiny, Monica J, Hakia, Joy Loves God, Jacqueline Williams, Chocolate City, Demakra, Catalea, Miss Deborah, Tracy Brown. Who else is in here? TG. TG up grilling something. I'm telling you, I be loving to eat ribs on the holidays. I'm telling y'all, my mama cooking so much food. She started today, child, and her food be so good. She make the best. My mama like to make sweet potato pies, y'all. Oh my God, she makes the best sweet potato pies and the best potato salad in the whole United States of America. Who else is in here? Miss Anissa. And Miss Anissa is a member. Who else is in here? I still see it's like 100 people in here. Who else is in here, y'all? Okay, she said Miss Robbie filed a lawsuit against Philly Phil, a blogger who had been fired. I looked at Philly Phil Miss Robbie filed a lawsuit against her. Oh my God. Philippill be on it though. She be on top of it. I didn't see where she was slandering them or nothing. She just covered the case. Child. Paid in full. Most be coming to visit. She said paid in full must be coming to visit. Let's see. Monica Monica is something else. They doing all they can to try to save Tim, but Tim allegedly did that. I believe in my heart he did do it. I believe in my heart that he did do it. Miss Robbie got mad because Miss Loretta knew her and told all her business. Ooh, child. I think Tim got a mental illness. Don't y'all believe something wrong with Tim? I believe Tim got a mental illness. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I believe he thought about taking his own mama out because he was money hungry. I think he had borrowed too much money. He was opening up all those chains of restaurants. I think he had gotten himself into some stuff that he couldn't get out of. He wanted to get a $250,000 life insurance policy off his nephew. That ain't really no money. He was hurting for real. 200 if $250,000 is not a whole lot of money. You can't even live off of that forever. Just because of someone called in that know Miss Robbie and her family. Yes, he is one coke short of a six. I'm telling you, and I think Miss Robbie knew from the beginning. She just didn't want to believe it that Tim did that, allegedly. I think she just didn't want to believe it. That's why she was so hurt. She kept saying, somebody knows who did this. Somebody knows something. Tim. Tim did that. And y'all see how he would sit there with a straight face? Tim is a sick individual, y'all. He's a sick cookie. So do y'all want me to do a premiere on it in the morning, or y'all want me to do a live on it? Maybe I'll do a short on it. Maybe. All right, you guys. How long have we been on here? We've been on here 2.5 hours. Jacqueline says the FBI got Tim on the ropes. No, he needs 250 to start a rap career. Wait a minute. She did because Andre text messages have come out. Oh my God. Andre said the whole time. Andre told the police in the beginning when they questioned him, Tim owed a lot, was in debt. They needed to look at him. Andre knew Tim did that. And they said, Andre said that if anything happened to me, Tim did it. I thought it was 250, but it could have been 450. I thought it was 250. Tracy said both. Okay, I'll do both. DeMarcus said a 2-hour live tomorrow night. Okay. Monica J be cutting up to the end. She cuts up until the end. All right, you guys. Y'all know I always say a prayer before we get off of here. Because y'all know we had some trolls and stuff to come in here tonight. And I'm sure they still watching. But I got a little surprise for them. We just ask God to cover us as we get off of this live. Everybody that was on here with evil intentions or that sent evil spells or wicked and evil spells our way, we ask God to reverse the curse and send it back to them, and may it hit them triple. Okay? Everybody that came in here with wrong intentions, may that curse be reversed, that bad energy, and may it hit them triple. Okay? No weapon formed against any of us with good intentions shall prosper. Anything that rises up against us in judgment shall be condemned. May God protect us. May God keep us and our families. We pray for Dolph's family. We pray for a speedy justice for Dolph and those, even Miss Eliza, the teacher, and anybody else that has lost their lives to senseless violence. We ask God to touch the hearts of those that need to be touched, to touch the hearts of the authorities like the FBI, the Memphis Police Homicide Division, all of the federal entities that are involved in these cases, to get these families justice, such as Dolph and other people that we don't even know about, okay? And anybody that tries to come against us for getting in here and speaking any truth, any evil eye that think or wants to put themselves in the place of God to think that they can put a bag on somebody's head, may God kill them. Okay, destroy them. God says that vengeance is mine. Okay, so any evil thought that comes to your mind about me or anybody that has good intentions in here, may God croak you out of here. Okay, because he says, touch not my anointed ones and do my prophets no harm. Okay, and so we are all anointed in our own right. I'm going to keep praying against the devil until they too scared to come up in here with bad intentions. And if they come at their own risk. Because we're going to pray them up out of here. You're going to have a heart attack and die. Okay? All right, you guys. But thank y'all. Okay? I want y'all to sleep peacefully. May God keep you all safe. I'll talk to you all tomorrow night. Okay?